Yo, what's up? This is Anthony Hamilton.
What's up, yo? This is Angie Stone.
We're Boys to Men. You're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
You know I can't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. With a little bump and grind.
All right, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Ashy Larry, a.k.a. the comedian Donell Rollins, is in the traffic. He's running a little late. Hurry up, Ashy. I got questions for you. In the meantime, I've got plenty to entertain us here in the studio. Why, I oughta. So, Michael Jackson has been offered an $80 million deal to perform at Donald Trump's new Las Vegas casino, which opens in 2007 or 2008. Well, you know, that down the road money is nice and everything, but how about what I need today to get me out of, all the financial situations that people are saying that Michael Jackson's in? Michael, don't do Vegas. Don't do Vegas. It just cheapens the whole situation. And particularly don't do the Donald in Vegas, because he will be more plastered on stuff than you. Every billboard that advertises Michael Jackson, Donald Trump will have to be on it. But don't do Vegas, Michael. You got off because it was a weakly tried case. Everybody's still looking at you like OJ. However, one positively nice thing that I could say about Michael at this particular point is you gave us fabulous music. And your legacy is not Vegas worthy. It's bigger than Vegas. And Vegas only... I know Elvis did it. I was talking about this yesterday. I know Celine Dion has done it. It's not to take away from any of those people's talents or legacy. It's just to say, I don't want to see Michael in Vegas. It's cheap. It's seedy. I don't want to see you in Vegas for one night, and I don't want to see you sign a 3-year, $300 million deal. I realize the money is sweet, but don't do it, Michael. Michael. At this, all the man's got is his name and his balls. Oh, and everything's been, well.
You don't even have that?
Yeah, I was going to say, well, Mike, you did it to yourself, though, boy. All righty, everybody. So where are we going from here? Oh, Geraldo Rivera has quit his job on the Fox News Channel. I don't know the details. All I know is that he's resigned. And he's re-signed. Oh, reading is fun. I was just reading you a barb. No, he's re-signed, not resigned. He's re-signed. He's re-signed for an additional 4 years. Good, Geraldo. Thank God. Because your lovely Lisa, she loves her Chloe and she loves her Gucci. And that new baby of yours is going to love the same. Fabby. I like Geraldo's show on the Fox News Channel, too. I mean, I've been a guest on it, but I like him. This is sexy. The Wayans brothers, have you heard about this? So there's this vacant Army base, apparently. It's called the Oakland Army Base. And apparently it's in Oakland, California. And there's nobody occupying it, so they're thinking of making this their location to develop projects that would be like featured movies and entertainment theme attractions, retail shops, and a hotel. This joint is big. This property is big and massive, and the Wayans brothers are eyeing it to possibly be like Wayans headquarters. Great. What's Kim Wayans doing these days? Has she gone on and settled down? I never hear about her love life. Like who she's dating, or well, I don't think that's a sad thing, but I never hear about who she's dating. It's not that bad. I mean, money, she was looking a lot better as time went on. She got on the LL Cool J show with a regular gig. Remember, she was collecting a regular paycheck. She probably has a nice personality. anything about her. Huh?
She was real humble when she was on Oprah. She seemed real.
She was?
Yeah, she seemed real level.
She seems like real regular and like she'd be just I'm one of the Wayans and what? Next. Like that. So I like her in my head. I never met her. So anyway, Kelly, everybody, was supposed to be marrying Roy Williams from the Dallas Cowboys. But this is a quote from her from Glamour magazine. And I had this, I just kept forgetting to bring it to you guys. The wedding is off. And Michelle is saying that she's single and she clearly won't be settling down to just anyone. Here's the quote from Michelle. I like confident men who have a lot going on for themselves and have their priorities straight. Well, that's hard to find. So I hear that, Michelle. And the interview goes on to say, back with the Glam Squad, Kelly's having her hair combed through. Well, strictly speaking, not her hair, but someone else's hair. She laughs when I mentioned it. Sometimes you might want to pop an extension. I think sometimes you might want to pop in an extension. I think it's a woman's prerogative. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on. So Anita Baker, everybody. You might, I understand what you're saying, but Anita Baker she's not necessarily pop culture relevant, but she's got a body of work that will keep her around for a long, long time. She'll be... Look, let me just get to what's in Rolling Stone magazine. Giving you this just in. With handlers from her label Blue Note in tow, R&B diva Aretha Franklin. Anita Baker appeared at a local radio station, WLVH Love 101.1. The 8-time, this is in Savannah, Georgia, by the way. The 8-time Grammy winner was there to promote her upcoming tour. It was supposed to be a breezy visit, in and out, no harm, no foul. But Baker has the propensity to bring drama to a situation even when she isn't looking for it. WLVH FM personality Terry Steele fielded a few questions, and one in particular from Tisha stood out. The call went something like this. Look, Anita, you old bitch. Ain't nobody even trying to hear... Wow, I'm surprised that they would air a call like this in the middle of... Only because Anita, not even I would do that. I mean, she's one of the legends. That's like coming... I don't care what you think, what you might think. Have you noticed? Even I've tempered down, particularly when the legends come through. Okay, but let me finish because I'm glad it happened on somebody else's radio show and we can talk about it. Look, Anita, you old bitch. Ain't nobody trying to hear your trifling ass after you dissed Dre and Big Boy. Tisha was referring to an incident we reported a few months ago. This is Rolling Stone, but I reported it too. A few months ago where Anita declined doing a collabo with Outkast. Andre 3000 spoke about Anita's corporate and dictatorial vibe when they met at her mansion in Grosse Pointe, Michigan last November. Anita is not one to hold her tongue, so she fired back, Tish, sweetheart, where are your manners? If you loved Outkast so much, you'd represent them here with respect. But have you done that? No. You're acting like, how do you call them in your world? A chicken head. Well, cluck, little girl. You're an insult to Andre and Big Boy because they are spiritual fellas. But look at how you're acting. Like ghetto trash who's going nowhere fast. Go ahead, Anita.
Right.
And that's the end of the story. She got a little gangster, just a little bit, although we don't know the vocal quality, because she could have been talking like this. Listen, chicken head. Or she could have been talking like this. In my world, in my head, she was talking like this, never losing her cool, just telling it the way she saw it. Wow. And shame on you, Terry Steele, for airing a call like that in Miss Baker's presence. You're supposed to wait until after they leave to put calls on like that. Only because that's a legend, you know what I mean? By the way, the Queen Bee boots that I purchased earlier were on sale. I forgot because there's this place in Manhattan called Petite Baton, and shout out to Karen and David there. They've got fabulous stuff that I've never been able to fit in because I used to have the bunions and then I got them taken away last summer. But now I'm a size 11 that has been known to wear 12 or 13. The shoes that I have on today happen to be 13s. Oh, I know, that's a big bitch. I know. It is what it is. There's a little room on the back of the shoes to be able to fit a Starbucks cup of coffee, but they're wide enough and they're comfortable. I can wear these shoes all day. The point that I'm making is that, so I went into Petite Baton earlier today, just look at his shoes, saying, let me just give this store another try, because I get so jealous that girls can just walk in. If I could change a body part, it would be my feet. It'd be nothing else, it would be my feet. Like, I would love to cut them off to be an even size 10. That way I could zhuzh up to an 11 and I know I'd have no problem. Instead, I'm an even size 11 and I have to zhuzh up to a 12 or 13 and it becomes a problem. It's just a problem. So I went into Petite Baton and I said, okay, just pull out, the size 11s and, let me see what's going on. And so David was really nice and he pulled out, all these shoes and I saw this pair of brown suede boots. A nice golden color brown too. They had this big gaudy brooch on the side. I like gaudy, so when I say it, I mean it in a flattering way as opposed to a dissing way. This big gaudy brooch on the side, this spindly little stiletto heel, and a pointed toe. I said, I need those. Fall is coming, and I'm going to roll my jeans. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I get a coat that blends in with that, and they match my skin complexion. And do you ever do that with your stuff, like especially with your browns? Do you want to brown it with your complexion, your hair, your coat? Browns and beiges, they're very important. They look so pretty when a woman of color is able to get all the color markations from the boot to the hair to the bag. So I see these boots and I'm like, oh God, it's Petite Baton. They're going to be over $1,000, but damn it. Give them to me. So they were $1,219. But they were having a big sale. P.S. girls, Petite Baton's having a big sale. $426. I say, okay, I can do that. Huge sale. I love sales. I unzip them, and I'm feeling the fabric as I unzip. And I look inside, and what do I see? The Queen Bee label. I was like, you better work, little Kim. And I ended up purchasing them. So shout out to little Kim. I want you to know that I did not realize that your stuff, first of all, that you have a shoe line out. You don't even talk about it. And I want to talk. I want to help. I want to talk about it. Hillary, somebody from the Queen Bee camp, where's a website so I can send all the girls so they can look at these Queen Bee boots? I was willing to pay over $1,000. Okay, I would have been if they weren't on sale. They were just so fabulous. I'm glad I didn't know they were Queen Bee to begin with, because then I would have been testing the leather or the suede for a different reason. All catty, like, bitch trying to put out boots. Big ol'. Nicole, what's the skinny? Where's the Queen Bee website? I want to help.
Oh.
You have to find it. I got 30 seconds on the break, but shout out to little Kim. Congratulations, your boots are faboo, honey. Everybody keep it here. We got to continue our conversations. I'm going to talk with you about Shine. He's in jail. He was turned down. His, what do you call that, appeal? Was turned down. I want to talk about 50 and Lindsay Lohan. I want to talk about Esther Roll's grave. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Plus, Ashy Larry's making his way through the traffic. So, Ashy Larry, a.k.a. Donell Rollins, is on his way in. And everybody keep it where you got it. Thanks.
It's Wendy, man.
Hello?
What's going on, Remy? What happened with you and Gloria Velez?
Talking mad reckless to me. FYI, I never got robbed in my life.
Okay.
You letting Gloria Velez rob me.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Wait, hold up.
You never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me but talk about me. Watch what you say. That's all, baby girl. That's all I'm asking you is watch what the you say.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Okay, Ashy Larry's here. Donell Rollins. And he's about to come down the runway of life. a.k.a. the runway to the studio. Yeah. This is my first time meeting him. Why did I think that I met him before? Donell Rollins. Well, he plays Ashy Larry on the, or played Ashy Larry on the Dave Chappelle show. So, yeah, I mean, you know, the purpose of his visit is to come by and promote his Times Square appearance at Caroline's Comedy Club. However, you know, hey.
What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm all right, baby.
Good. Okay, I'll tell you who you look like.
I hope it's somebody handsome. Don't start off with the
You
ugly
look like,
girl.
it's really weird to me. You look like a cross between Tretch and the great late Robin Harris.
So that's like a funny, sexy dude, right?
Isn't that it, girls?
I'll take that to the bank.
Robin Harris, Baby's kid. Yeah.
Yup. And Tretch. Do you see any Tretch at all?
I don't want to say.
Somebody better speak up. My reputation is on the line right now.
Okay, Ashy Larry.
What's going on?
So, you're telling jokes at Caroline's Comedy Club in Times Square.
Yeah.
July 4th weekend.
Exactly.
But let's get to what we all want to know. What is going on with Dave Chappelle? Are you out of a job?
I don't know.
Again?
I don't know if I'm out of a job, but I haven't worked in like the last 3 months. The last time I talked to Dave, he told me he was going home, but I didn't know he meant
Home to the motherland. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, dude owed me like $7. He said he was going to get a pack of cigarettes, and I haven't seen him in like 2 months, so I don't know what's going on. And the question that everybody's asking is Dave crazy? Is Dave crazy? If you know anything about geography, you understand that Durban, Africa is like the South Beach, Miami of Africa. So the location he chose to seek refuge was a very, very nice place.
Luxurious.
Supermodels, high-rise buildings. Now, if he would have checked into Hotel Rwanda,
yes,
then I would have said he need to check himself into a mental institution.
Okay.
He was 2,000 miles away from apartheid and AIDS, so you got to give him credit for picking a nice resort, peaceful place to go express himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I'm out of a job, yeah.
Yeah.
I am out of a job. I'm trying to be all politically correct about it. You know what? It's not about that. Dave needs to clear his head. I don't have a job right now.
So there's a
and
problem.
I'm looking. There's a big problem.
Now, the whisper behind the scenes for Comedy Central was that they were going to sue him to get back to work to do his third season or sue him for the money back.
I don't know, but what I do know, and I suggested Dave that he turn himself into the nearest police department because Ju-Tang Clan ain't nothing to mess with. They're gonna see you some kind of way.
Yeah.
They're definitely gonna see you.
Yeah. So in the meantime, Comedy Central has kind of closed in the ranks. I forgot the name of the show that I was mentioning. There's a white boy who hosts a show, and they have been promoting this show a lot. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, and then the Chappelle DVD has been doing extremely well.
1.2 million the first week, 1.4 million the second week. So that might be enough to say I don't want to do another season.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about $60 or $70 million like in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
And how much of that I'll get, we'll see.
Well, who has he been in contact with from the Shell? I mean, does he talk to Charlie Murphy? Do you know? Have you talked to Charlie?
Yeah, I talk to Charlie every day.
Okay. You guys
know,
are friends like that?
Yeah, me and Charlie are like real cool. And a lot of people don't understand my relationship with the show. Everybody thinks, because both me and David from D.C., that we had that camaraderie. And I do respect him, and he's done a lot for me. But the white kid on the show, Neil Brennan, has been one of the realest, if you want to say, to me and my representation on the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, now you at one point were a part of the morning show at Shot 97.
Yeah.
Here in New York. Shout out to MV, shout out to Jones, but he's here and I'm asking.
Oh, well.
What happened? Okay, so you all did the tsunami parody.
No, I wasn't down with the tsunami thing. I like Asian people. I eat beef and broccoli every day.
Okay.
So I don't have no situation with that. I had a situation with the host where we couldn't see eye to eye, and we had personality clashes constantly.
Oh, who was the comedian down with the tsunami? That was Todd Lynn. I'm about to, because I know Todd. I'm about to ask you about Todd because Todd replaced you.
Todd didn't. We were working together at the same time. It was going to be a thing. We could have been like the Batman and Robin of comedy. But sometimes times people think they got to step on people to get ahead instead of working as a team. My whole situation
So
was
Todd
that,
stepped on you.
yeah, he stepped on
And
me.
then ultimately is out of a job anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you know what they say. God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
I didn't hate, but that song went platinum
Yeah.
and his career went wood. So
Yeah. Well, hey Todd. So are you actively pursuing employment on a steady basis
Now,
in radio, or
always-
would you rather do sitcoms, or are you participating in anybody's pilot season?
well, Comedy Central is already developing something for me and Charlie
Very nice.
as we speak. I don't know if
So
that.
then the Chappelle Show, you all are moving on.
Nah, I mean, I got a lot of love for Dave. I want to do the show. If the show comes back, you can't. There's no way for me to sit up here and say I want to do my own thing because he has the hottest show on the planet.
Right, right.
But at the same time, me as an artist, I got to keep it moving.
Right.
I can't sit around and wait to see what somebody says they want to do to decide on
Got
what
you.
I'm going to do next.
Got
you know?
you.
So it's always, that show has only took us like 3 months to produce that. So there's always other things that we're working out.
Yeah,
at the same time.
I want to check out your R. Kelly song. Everybody, this is Donell
And believe it,
Rollins.
I'm not a singer, but it was the only way I could express myself and what's happening or what happened on the show. So this is a world premiere. I don't know if you want to drop anything.
It's a
on
world
it.
premiere. We'll throw a bomb on it. And thank you for coming in. Donell Rollins, a.k.a. Ashy Larry. Don't forget, he's in Caroline's at the Caroline's Comedy Club in Times Square, July 4th weekend. Go to carolines.com for all the details. Let's listen to this together, everybody. Go ahead, hit it.
This is a Wendy Williams exclusive. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and the words from the producer shakes me up. Stretching and yawning on the show that don't belong to me. And a voice yells, "Good morning, Donell," from the makeup room. Then Charlie Murphy comes out and whispers to me, and to my surprise it must be true. Now I get this dumb look on my face like, what has Dave done? How could I be so stupid not to get a contract signed? I was falling out my mind, and I gotta go back to doing crime. What was I to do? Is it true season 3 is through? Quick, think quick, I need a new contract. Next thing you know, a call comes through on my cell phone. I tried my best to keep it real. Lord knows I don't wanna hate, but from the way he was acting, I swear it was way too late. I hopped up and said there's a mystery going on and I'm gonna solve it. And I'm like, God, please don't let Chappelle up this contract. Right now I'm sweating like hell. He walks to the airport, I walk to the airport. He purchased the ticket, show him the contract. He's reading the contract. I pull out the Beretta. He's reading the contract. Contract. Read the contract. I'm not rich, I'm broke, bitch.
Oh boy, it's the Wendy Williams experience here on the radio. Thanks everybody for turning us on. Shout out to Donell Rollins. Thank you so much for coming through, Donell. And that was a very funny Dave Chappelle to the music of R. Kelly, Trapped in the Closet. What do they call it? A parody. And shout out to Caroline, who's giving us a Kim Wayans update. She says, Wendy, I just want to give you a little more information about Kim Wayans. Her brothers were on Oprah a few months ago, and at the time, she had just recently married. He was in the audience, her husband, an older, very distinguished-looking white man with apple red Botox looking face. She seemed very happy, though, just to fill you in. Love you, darling. I love being called darling. Hi, darling. Wow. So she did get married. Nice, Kim Wayans. I was just wondering. they're saying that this Britney Spears has got like the worst pregnancy nutrition going on. And, you know, the tabs waste no time at well, first of all, before she was pregnant, it seems to me she lived off Starbucks and cigarettes, right? Starbucks and cigarettes, it's all you'd ever see her doing. Like the true trash she is. And now that she's pregnant, they've got all kind of pictures with her belly. And by the way, you know, they showed she's 4 months pregnant now. They showed a picture of her and they showed a picture of Gwyneth Paltrow at 4 months. And you know, they said, is Britney gaining too much weight too fast? I mean, that's what I looked like at 4 months. Although I am the woman who gained 103 pounds during pregnancy, but I was on bed rest and. As opposed to bucking your eyes, how about pressing the dramatic effect? I said I gained 103 pounds during pregnancy. But I was on bed rest. Plus, you counter that with me being a foodie and nervous about whether I'm going to be able to carry it all the way through or whether I'm going to have to mourn another loss of a baby. You know what I mean? So them was nerves. But Britney, all right, so they have her calorie intake. A venti frappuccino with whipped cream from Starbucks, 530 to 580 calories. Then they have a picture of her having a hard ice cream cone, 260 calories. Then they have her eating a cheesecake at 429 calories. Then she goes to Mickey D's and gets a McFlurries at 385 calories. Then you see her eating a lollipop at 19 calories. I mean, here's more. Wendy's cheeseburgers, Jack in the Box fried chicken, Cheetos washed down with Coke. Like they're saying she's a junk food junkie. They got their own show apparently going on over there that we know nothing about. Everybody, Luke Campbell, friend to the show, is going to be putting his brain together with something called Urban Box Office, UBO. He's going to be traveling all across the America to find, are you ready for this? Because this is right up the Toe is a Toe show alley. Mrs. Freaky Soul 2005. Shout out to Elisa Payne, the fabulous celebrity booker to this show. Elisa, we need Luke to come to the show because we want to help him with his search for Mrs. Freaky Soul. Because in this audience, I know there's a bunch of different people. There's decent people, and there's old and young, and tall and short, and all kind of colors. But it seems the root of everything is a toe is a toe. So we can help you find Mrs. Freaky Soul. Mrs. Oh, that means this is a married woman. Mrs. It doesn't say Miss. It's Mrs. The search is on. Luke is looking for a new spokesmodel for his upcoming DVD. So that means you'd have to strike one of them poses where you're down on all fours, but your butt is prominent in the front.
I'll be here early that day.
You know what I'm saying? Or maybe one of those poses where you're standing next to the console, but your leg is up on it, and you like this, grabbing an ankle like this. And at all times, you must keep your back arched. And cellulite is okay. I've seen the cover of Luke's. He don't mind no cellulite, and neither do the men that follow him. And that's all good. The lucky lady will have the opportunity to tour with Luke and appear on television, radio, and in magazines and receive a $5,000 cash prize plus other good stuff. I want to keep this information because I want to be, I want in. I mean, I want to help him. Miss Freaky Leak. What's he looking for? Mrs. Freaky Soul. I don't like the title, Luke. I don't like the title. Petey Pablo already used Freaky Leak because that would be perfect. We got to think of something different. And don't say Mrs. because then you're only just putting it on married women.
Miss Toe is a toe.
Well, you know.
How about Miss Weapon of Ass Destruction?
Ooh. Weapon of Ass Destruction.
Sounds like a nasty movie title.
But that's Luke. I like that. I like that. Okay, so this just in. Jamal Shine Barrows lost his chance at a new trial for the 1999 Club New York shooting yesterday. Can you believe we're still dealing with Club New York? Well, this is very... No, you can turn it up a little bit. A little bit more. More. On Tuesday, a 5-member panel of state appeals court unanimously ruled that a jury verdict finding Shine, 26, guilty of firing his gun in the Times Square nightclub was supported by evidence provided at the first trial. While out at the club, Diddy and his then girlfriend J-Lo and yada yada, we know the deal. He was convicted, this Shine, of assault, weapons possession, and reckless endangerment, and sentenced to 10 years in prison. And it looks like he's going to be doing a good portion of this 10 years. Sorry to hear about that, Shine. I mean, what do you say? That's loud as hell. Or more important, Puffy, what do you say? Any remorse? Homeboy was only trying to hold you D. Oh, I know. We'll talk about it, Wendy. I'm coming to give you the exclusive. You can ask me anything. I know, Diddy. What'll happen first? Diddy will give me an exclusive interview, or Babs Bunny will go platinum? Babs, that's not a slight against you. You are a friend to the show, but I'm sorry. You were top of mind. Because I used to love how you said his name on the show. Diddy. Diddy. 50 Cent has a crush on Lindsay Lohan. Oh, he'll have that before the end of the summer. You know, all you have to do is put it out there. You know how Lindsay's thinking, ooh, he's all black and rough and shot up and tatted. You know. Well, he recently watched Lindsay in the high school comedy The Mean Girls, and he was like, wow, I need the phone number of her agent in an effort to try to get her number. And here's what her friends say about her. Oh my gosh, this sounds so Ocean Township to me. This is what my life was once upon a time. Black guys, oh no, this is what she says about black guys. Black guys love me. Dame Dash, P. Diddy. 50 called my agent for my number. He said he was watching me in Mean Girls and loved it, and I was freaking out. The first thing I thought was, where's Eminem? I'm in love with him. See, you get so close, but you know, your mother will put up with a lot, including a crackhead daddy. But she ain't putting up with no greasy Negro. Not even if he makes a lot of money. To taint the Lohan blood. Well, you know, I love all the Hollywood relationships and whatnot. See, I believe that at some point or another we're going to see 50 and Lindsay gracing some red carpet or at something together. It'll be great publicity for both of them. It'll be crossover appeal, even more crossover appeal for 50, but in a smoothed out Ocean Township way. You understand what I'm saying? And for Lindsay, all of a sudden, it'll take your mind off the cocaine and put it on the black meat. Right? Because you know what everybody's whispering. That's a little louder than a whisper. I'm not one to talk. And Lindsay, you'd have a chance at Eminem. Why wouldn't you? You know? Although it seems to me Eminem is really into his family. And he seems to be like in a space right now. That's one of those words they use in Hollywood a lot, which I can't stand. Space and surreal. I can't believe I'm using it. But he seems to be in a space right now where I haven't heard anything romantically with him in a moment. He hasn't graced the pages of the tabloids in a moment. I think that his wife might be in a sober space right now, and they might be getting their family on, you know, the wife and the estranged sometimes wife, the I Will Love Her Forever woman, Kim Mathers, and their daughter. You know what I mean? I mean, that is what it is. Are those the dots?
Yes.
Thanks.
She was closed. I had to walk around.
She was closed?
Yeah, I had to walk around.
Thank you. I need my sugar fix.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And why do I chew the dots like I have no fillings or anything that can be pulled the hell out of the back of my mouth? You know, exactly. I'm the toothnista. This is the worst thing for me, but I'd rather chew them. I can't just wait for them to melt. I'll save them for when we go into commercial break. Let's talk about Esther Roll. We know her as Florida Evans on Good Times, but the South Florida cemetery where apparently she is buried has fallen on some hard times, everybody. It's called Westville Community Cemetery, and it's her final resting place as well. It's the final resting place, they say, for hundreds of people in that section of Florida. African Americans primarily, whose families bought multiple plots for like $50 a piece at a time when cemeteries were segregated. Boy, the cemetery has history. But alas, they're saying the place is looking like a shamble right now, in disrepair, lack of money, nameplates and markers are missing, there's no landscaping, and many of the graves have sunken into the ground further. There are no maps, so family officials have to rely on the memories of the grave digger there, Gerald Wilkins, to find who was buried where. Now, Esther Roll passed away in 1998, and she was the 10th of 18 children born to her father, Jonathan Roll, a vegetable farmer. And her father is buried in the same grave. And while some African Americans want their family plots to be dug up and leave that particular cemetery, others are ready to just turn it over to the city and have them do some neatening up. It seems to me that would be all of a sudden be a private job, like a city wouldn't care about fixing it up. This is a job for Oprah. What would Oprah do? What would Oprah do? Gail, give me my checkbook. You know? Hey, Gail. Alrighty, everybody. We're about to go into a break. You know what? I'm going to take caller number 10 right now to go to my red carpet VIP party next Wednesday, June 22nd. It's 866-GET-WENDY. You dial. Make sure you're old enough to get in and have some drinks, and I'll give you the details when you call.
I'm constantly sleeping with my baby's daddy. He is engaged to get married to someone else. Should I give it all up and say, well, I tried to have a relationship here?
You can't have a relationship. He's engaged to somebody else. He's about to get married. Really, I just can't take it.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Another WBLS $1,000 winner.
Wendy?
Yes?
Wendy.
Yes.
Stop.
Don't tell me you're calling about the blind item or advice.
No.
Tell me you're calling about the money.
Yes.
Because you're caller number 10.
You are lying.
Congratulations.
You are lying.
Yep, we make the winning easy here.
Thank you, Wendy.
We say what we do what we say, and we mean it. So, you called at the correct time, and you picked up $1,000 in cash. That is your share of our $100,000 cash guarantee.
Okay.
So, what's your name?
Janine.
Where are you calling from?
Staten Island.
Fabulous. Shout out to everybody there in Staten Island, too.
Of course.
And don't forget, tomorrow morning, the winning begins again, everybody, at 7:20 with the Steve Harvey WBLS morning show. And I'm confused as to what to call it. Got ready to say the Steve Harvey Morning Show, but he's winding down his 5 days. We're gonna keep that man. He's funny, honey.
He's funny.
And also then again tomorrow afternoon with the Demu at 12:20, and then again with me in the afternoon, the usual time, 5:20.
That's right.
All right, everybody, keep it here. Janine, let everybody know your radio station with the $100,000 cash guarantee.
107.5 WBLS.
is a Wendy Williams exclusive.
But she keeps on with the movements. I hope that you can see that I'm down for her and she's down for me. A shout out to Jaheim and Jada Kiss. Oh, it's the Wendy Williams experience, everybody. Thank you for being here. Wendy Williams, aka Henrietta Hustle. How you doing? All right. Shout out to Michael Plosky over at NARS Cosmetics. I just love the NARS Cosmetics. Thank you for listening, Michael. Michael showed up at the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience last week, which I really appreciate. I'm going over there tonight. I think Ashley Larry's actually going to be putting it down on the stage. You know, give us a little warm-up to that 4th of July comedy show that he's doing at Caroline's. But the place to be tonight, if you're in the vicinity, is Times Square. For the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience. Okay, so I see in today's newspaper, Farnsworth Bentley is talking. He's talking about L.A. He says, I haven't had a good time in L.A. for a minute. It's too many questions out the gate. He says the questions are, what do you do? Everybody's trying to figure out what they can get from the next person, and everybody's posing. Well, shout out to everybody who listens to us in LA on 100.3 The Beat. They got the Block Party Morning Show with Ananda Lewis and John Sally, and then me at night in the morning. Okay, it just is what it is. Good morning, Ananda. Hey, John. Cameron's got a new line out, and see, this is kind of like the little Kim boot line, like that I never knew anything about until I walked in this store and I saw it, and I ended up making the purchase today. This line that Cameron has out is called Vivali, which means I'm fly in Italian. Vivali. I like that name, Vivali. Anyway, apparently these clothes are available in selected stores in New York City. Does anybody in here, has anybody never mind. It means I'm so fly in Italian. Trev, you're wearing a Hawaii 5-0 shirt.
My shirt.
Okay, so there, that show, Ultimate Hustler with Dame Dash, is that actually on BET right now? Is that on?
No,
okay, it has. What they're doing is they're taping that show, apparently. Well, there's somebody within that show. His name is The Syndicate, and apparently one of the syndicates. Here, you can just press the button while I'm talking. Oh. You can just press the button while I'm talking. You got the Syndicate? You got the Rel song?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let me just put the pod up and let's just, check it out. Apparently, one of the assignments was to, it's like a scavenger hunt or something, the show is? No. Okay, the Syndicate is a group of people.
Yeah.
That's a team.
It's a team.
Okay, because it's not on TV yet, so I'm in the dark like everybody else is.
Yeah, it's a team.
So apparently it's kind of like a scavenger hunt, running around and hustling, getting to do things.
Yeah.
So one of the assignments was take this Rel song to Wendy's show and you get a point or something. So just play it because I'm getting ready to leave. You didn't have to do all that. Just hit the button. Oh, I like Rel. Shout out to the Syndicate. I hope that this gets you to the Ultimate Hustler position. What is the Ultimate Hustler position? You get a position with Dame's.
Maybe get a job. Maybe get a little something on the side. Like they weren't able to tell us what they were going to get.
They can't tell the prizes.
Yeah, but they get
something.
Yeah.
Anyway, by cooperating right now, it gets them a little bit closer to actually winning.
The Ultimate Hustler.
Okay. Now here comes Elisa, and she's going to get into it also.
I'm backing the other team.
Okay, we're backing the other team, which happens to feature one of our old interns, Jen, from Staten Island, who used to tell me how to take care of my Lapsa Apsa Wilson before I decided to get rid of him because he was just crapping all over the house. So hi, Jen. Jen, you didn't hustle and get your song up here. So, I mean, MOP was supposed to be doing a song, and that's family. So, okay, enough of that. Okay. Okay, yeah, you can turn that off. All right. Well, good luck, Syndicate. I hope that's what you needed. When does this show start on TV? Oh. And I think people do care. I think. You know what I saw on BET the other day? I was so happy to see that cartoon girl Simone. Moni. I think the Moni show came on.
The Moni show?
Yeah, Moni. That was on. Anyway, all right, let's move on. So, in late breaking news in the day, this just in. Mario Lopez, Paul Michael Gosselaar have come to the defense of Saved by the Bell co-star Lark Voorhees, who both first of all, they're coming to her defense because it has been splashed across the pages of the tabloids that Lark Voorhees is a raging cocaine addict. Now, I told you this story last week. They ran a story about her. What is going on? Take that CD out, please. We don't need it anymore. Both tabs ran stories claiming that she'd been binging on cocaine. But a sidebar, the bigger thing is that they ran a story that she had a nervous breakdown, which, somebody not being mentally right could make them want to use and then ultimately have the nervous breakdown. But this is what Mario says. Lark has never taken cocaine and these allegations are totally untrue. This is what Mario says. But this comes from a serial cheat, womanizer, slut. We know what you did to your girlfriend. We all watch Eve, better for worse. And Paul goes on to say, I'm very sad that a close friend of mine's good name is being dragged through the mud. Lark was taking medication for an allergy and, is that what they call that? And people are using that as a way to create gossip out of it. That's really low. All right, well, I think it's really right on that the guys are friends enough with her now to come out and try to help her out as far as her good name is concerned. I'll be following the story. I mean, because we spoke about it last week. It's really quite sad. She played what was her character on Saved by the Bell? Lisa Turtle. That's right. On Saved by the Bell. Yeah. All right, you guys. I love you for listening today. Thank you so much, Ashley Larry from the Dave Chappelle Show, a.k.a. in real life, his name is Donell Rollins. Thank you, Donell, for coming in and spreading some laughter. Everybody, please come back tomorrow. God willing, we'll all be back here together. Bye-bye.
Peace, party people. See you later. I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
Stop. Wait a minute. Don't forget about the bonus hour. It's coming up next. Oh, we're going to talk about Sharice Strawberry because she is protesting. I am not a baseball player's wife. We're going to talk about Demi Moore because there's still is the verdict still out as to whether she's pregnant or not? Have we seen the bump, as Hollywood keeps calling it? You saw it?
So she was trying to get her pocketbook to cover in the new Us Weekly, but you can see it. She's wearing a big old sweater.
Is the bag that she's carrying a black Hermes?
Bag, yeah.
She always carries it. I love that. I love to see my celebrities recycling stuff like the rest of we normal people do. Love that. And she kills her black Hermes. That is an A-list rotation in Demi's wardrobe. Anyway, one of the Queer Eye for the Straight Guys people was caught with a woman. So that's as scandalous as the reverse. And they say one of the attorneys defending Michael Jackson fathered kids out of wedlock. I don't see where that's relevant, but we could judge the story quickly. The phone lines are open at 866-GET-WENDY. It is what it is. And the bonus hour is next on the Wendy Williams Experience.
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Oh my gosh, everybody, guess who's in the studio? It's Susie Rado. You don't know her, but you know why she's here. Susie is the winner from the Jackie Robinson auction. She is the one who how much did you pledge? $1,800?
I think it was $1,900.
$1,900.
Yeah.
To win a Wendy Williams bobblehead doll and be able to come on the radio on the bonus hour.
That's right.
And she's wearing a Diane von Furstenberg wrap top. I've got the full dress.
You do? They were out of it.
And she's carrying a Hermes bag.
Yeah.
Love.
Thank you. I thought it was very Susie.
and she is Susie Rado. Susie, where are you from?
I'm from New York, but I'm living in Greenwich, Connecticut at the moment.
You are very Susie.
Yeah, well, trying to keep the Greenwich thing kind of quiet, but
why?
I grew up in the city. I just more, this is more my
You think
home.
people stereotype people who live up in Connecticut as being very Susie?
Yeah, especially
Susie.
Greenwich.
Yeah.
Especially Greenwich.
Rich.
I guess, yeah.
You have a good job?
Well, I'm an attorney. I'm not, I'm sort of not working at the moment.
Oh, I was going to say, because that skirt, you got on like a 16-inch skirt and major cleavage.
Well, I was, I'm a litigator. So actually you can wear sort of
sexy clothes.
Yeah, it's not a corporate thing.
Okay.
And, but I have 5 kids. So I'm,
you're a size
I'm sort of on a break from... I guess so.
Look at you. How old are the kids?
They are 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Wow. So
5 boys.
So, wow. So you were just getting kind of your life back, because at 4, I only have 1, but he's 4.
Yes.
They can kind of do things for themselves a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, no, they're pretty independent at 4. And I worked very full-time up until the 3rd one was, I don't know, anyway, but for a while. And now I took a break to kind of just be with them, and now I'm sort of, you go a little crazy, so.
Yeah. You're back into the New York City swing of things.
Yeah, and I have my godmother's a judge in Stamford, so she's trying to, I don't have my Connecticut bar, she's trying to
help you out.
Encourage me to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're married?
That's going to get the crickets. Okay, let's get it.
No, you don't have the crickets. No. No crickets, no how you doing, no. How long have you been listening to the show?
As soon as I moved up to Connecticut, I just, was always in the car, much more than I'm used to. I mean, I did grow up here. I barely got a driver's license before I moved there. And I was always, switching to the dolls because you just cannot listen to music, constantly. And I came upon you, just every now and then, but I could never find it again because then it goes back to music.
Right.
And
so you came for the talk, and then you'd switch away for the music, and then you'd come back.
Right, no, but I would lose it because I wouldn't see what number it was. And then finally, I read an article, and it, it said 107.5. So from then, so I guess it's about 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. No. I mean, you just keep my sanity. I know you all here saying it couldn't be so, but I feel, not to be creepy.
No creepy.
That we are like
friends
one and the same. Just different, but the same. I mean, it's just amazing to me. And they don't listen to all of it, but like for me, also being a big city person, like my kids, they all know who you are. And
wow.
It's just, a nice, it is my, I hear those crickets. Did you do it? Okay, my husband said don't say anything because you're definitely going to sound stupid.
So, is your husband listening also?
He's sitting in the pink throne.
Shut up! Wow, it's a family affair.
Yeah.
Are you guys coming to the comedy experience after the show?
Yes.
This is going to be great.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great.
This is going to be. Do you drink? Is that okay to ask you?
Yeah. I live in Connecticut.
Yeah.
It's a necessity.
Yeah.
I'm not starting like in midday like a lot of the women.
Yeah. And does your husband, does he enjoy a drink?
Yeah, my husband definitely enjoys a drink. He just lost 110 pounds, so he's still having some time, adjustment.
How did he lose the weight?
He had a surgery.
The gastric bypass?
Well, it's not the gastric bypass. It's called the
lap band?
Yeah, it's called the band. Yeah.
Interesting.
He had it here in the city at NYU. He got it on insurance, I
or
hope
did
he's
you?
not going to be embarrassed. No, he tells everybody.
Yeah.
He got it. It was insured. Yeah, they paid for the whole thing. Because all they do is you go to the hospital and they basically have your, whatever that's called, general practitioner writes that you have high blood pressure. I mean, just something that makes it a medical necessity.
That's right.
Even though for him it wasn't.
But you know what
it was getting to be higher, but it wasn't sort of in a crucial state. But they just put that, diabetes, high blood pressure, and that's it. It's covered.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a lot.
How great is that? So the sex is, I'm sure, better.
I think he feels so much better.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people, I notice, of course, he's lost weight, but I just, I didn't notice any weight gain because you're living day to day together, the whole thing.
But you're a small woman. I mean, it must have been
and I liked him, he was really big. Like, he didn't look like a big fatso.
Right.
He just looked like a big kind of macho man. He played football.
Oh, yeah.
He was like big in his chest. Now I feel he's a little...
small.
Well, he's just a little different. Sometimes when you look over this like little skinny leg.
Yeah. Does he have the hanging skin? I'm sorry, Mr. Rosado. I'm going to get off this in a second.
No, this is like what's incredible, I think. He doesn't at all. And the doctor said that he carried his weight in such a weird way that was like sort of all internal in his organs, had to be very unhealthy. But for some reason, that's why people never realized how much he weighed.
Right.
And no, he hasn't had that like at all. And he does, no exercise. He said he gets no enjoyment from that. He will never exercise like another day in his life.
Well, I'm glad that you guys are here. Look, there's food, Mr. Rosado. There is food at the Comedy Experience. Collard green. It's steeped in the South.
He's excited.
Collard greens and chicken, and there's drinks, and there's going to be lots of fun.
Yeah, lots of drinks.
Now, one thing back to the Diane von Furstenberg. Did you go to the sample sale?
No, I heard you say that yesterday, and actually I would have, because I even though this stuff, I have a couple, and sometimes I think, they're all identical.
Yeah.
But they're so useful.
Yeah, aren't they?
But I live in Greenwich, Connecticut, so I couldn't go.
Oh, that's right. But wait, you're in the city during the day?
No, not all day. No, because I'm home with the kids.
Oh. Do you play tennis and get your nails done and like that? Mr. Rosado makes a nice living.
I did get my nails done because I'm coming here. Normally, I don't.
Yeah.
Because I do like to garden.
Yeah, okay. Like everybody in Connecticut, Martha Stewart, the whole bit.
I don't know. Most of the women don't do anything for themselves. Definitely not their own gardening. There's a lot of help.
Yeah.
Associated with the living.
Yes. Yes, I aspire for that life.
But I'm sort of trying to, with my kids a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids all go to private school.
They do go to private school.
Yeah. You have a nice life, Susie.
Oh, yeah.
See, I've always known this. There's all kinds of people who listen to this show. I'm telling you, and Susie, it's just very nice. All right, now I'm going to carry on with the bonus hour the way I normally would.
Yes.
But
I will say one thing, sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Is that a lot of other people, that I've told about the show, that are more like you would say me.
White.
Like you're saying not your typical listener.
White suburban.
They listen and they love it.
Wow.
White, suburban, and city, because really my family, everybody, all my really close friends are really here still. And, so I think you would be surprised.
Well, I'm not surprised anymore.
No, I know.
But I'm not surprised anymore. But what I am is grateful that at least the Wendy Williams brand, it's like from the block to the boardroom and everything in between. Do you know what I mean?
I do. And one last thing, I swear to God, I'll shut up. Is that this is what I think, and I'm not going to say it well because I didn't practice, but is so incredible about you is that you do transcend so many different areas, and that is so unique and unusual for a person. It's like a real gift that you have.
It is what it is, Suze.
But I really mean that. That's very corny, but it's true. And so that's like a real special ability you have to touch so many different people and to make people see that, of course there are obvious differences, but in the end, there can be this sort of like humanity.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you're all like looking at me vomiting over there.
I mean, no, that's
I really mean that.
That's a very nice.
I have so much more time to think about it as I drive around.
Would you like to come to my red carpet party next week?
You know what? I would love to. What time is
you guys
that?
are busy.
No, my niece is in the New York City Ballet, and it's taking all 5 kids to see her.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because no kids allowed at the party.
No, believe me, we don't go to parties with our kids.
June 22nd.
But
doors open up at 8.
But could we come at like 9:30 or 10?
I won't be getting there until about 10.
Okay, well, we'd love to.
Okay,
because
so
I think they're 6 to 8, and then they'll stay with my mom.
There you go. All right, so this is what's going to happen. You go. You remember how to get back to? Do you like my office?
I do. You know what? Also, my brother actually used to work right next door to you. It's like another creepy thing.
Oh,
just like Dr. Mogul's kids went to school. Like
my foot doctor.
I know, all these things. My husband had a slip epiphysis. Like
my sister.
I know.
Shut up! You really do listen to the show.
I swear to God. You had a blemish. I had a blemish last week.
Yeah, it was worse than a blemish. It was like right up here. It was creepy, like the Lindsay Lohan special.
It is creepy. Anyway, my brother works for Air America.
Oh,
he's
right there.
Not the one who goes to the bathroom with Al.
That's Al, right? Right. Who stands like Captain America at the
not
toilet.
Not the guy with him. No, there is a tall guy, the executive producer, Billy Kimball.
I know Billy.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Is he working right now?
I don't know. They moved over to David.
Oh, that's right.
Office,
They're moving out. Yeah, because I had one of those Air America offices for my new pink
He was
room.
like, "How did you get that?
Wow.
How are you going to be on?" He was very envious.
Wow. And you did you for the Jackie Robinson auction? Did you bid on anything else, Susie?
No. I mean, I heard you speak about it on the radio,
right.
So I knew of it. And I mean, I probably would have done it for any organization to get on the show. I mean, not anyone, but of course that was like a great
You were just trying to get in here.
I was just trying to get here. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wow.
But it is a great...
Well, I'm going to have one of the girls escort you to the office.
Okay.
So that you can check your husband's mood.
Okay.
Mr. Rosado, we're not going to talk about you anymore. Don't be mad at Suze.
No, he won't.
And also, Nicole's going to help you out, Nicole and Elisa, regarding next week's party.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to the telephone and talk to some people. And then we're going to have you come back in here and just kind of give commentary as I gossip and talk to the audience.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I want to see your walk away.
Oh.
Take your bag and everything perfectly, Susie. Look at Susie. She's got the dark gray Birkin bag. How Susie is that? Out in the street, Susie would tuck her bag. You'd be thinking that in your mind. She's going to tuck her bag and be nervous of your black ass walking towards her. But look how much the show, who would know?
I had no idea that's who was coming up. I assumed it was going to be a younger black woman.
Or even a younger white woman or whatever. Susie is Susie.
Yes.
She's got her Birkin bag and her DVF. And she's apparently listened for a long time. She's heard such stupid trivia like my sister had slipped epiphysis. Go Susie. I want her at my party. And she bought a gift. And it's heavy. I bet you it's a bottle of liquor. Everybody always thinks all I do is drink. It is liquor. You know what? I'm going to open it. I bet you it's liquor. Susie, I love you. And I love Hennessy. She brought me brown juice. Thank you, Susie. You are a gangster. Thank you, Susie. And she bought me a book called Don't Waste Money, Spend It. I love it. I love it. She's perfectly Susie. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. I was just wondering if you could give me a little advice. I know it's really late in the day.
No, go ahead, because the bonus hour is everything all in 1 hour.
Oh, God, thank you. My heart is just coming out of my chest thinking about this.
Okay.
I got engaged in November, and in my relationship with my fiancé now, we've been dating for 4 years, and during the time we were dating, he cheated on me.
Okay.
His best friend's fiancé now, his best friend just got engaged, and their wedding is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if I should go to their wedding or not, because his fiancé hooked my fiancé up with her best friend. And
so the person who cheated was actually hooked up by the woman getting married coming up.
Exactly. Which is my fiancé's best friend.
I would not go to the wedding. And
No.
furthermore, if he really means anything to you, he wouldn't go to the wedding either, because chances are the chick that he cheated with is going to be right there.
Yeah, she will be there, but the thing is the families are our best friends as well. So his whole family is going to be there as well. And I don't want to make myself stupid by not going, but yeah, I don't want him there alone with that other girl on the side.
Oh, well, wait, hold on now. When is this wedding?
July 31st.
You've got a little over a month to find the most fabulous dress, the most fabulous accessories.
I did from Bloomies. It was all done and taken care of. It just, I don't know what to do.
Perfect. Now, you've got another 30 days to possibly lose that last 5 pounds if you need to. You are going to look stunning. Everybody looks better with a little suntan. You're white, right?
I'm right.
Okay, go and get some self-tanner and look stunning. And go to that wedding and hold your head high.
Okay.
And don't be too clingy to him because they'll paint you with the insecurity brush.
Really? Would they really?
Don't be too clingy. Just be beautiful, radiant.
Now, do you think I should say anything to that other girl?
Absolutely not. You know what you do? You know what you do to her? When he's not looking, you give her the smile. Like, look better than you, doing the damn thing. Every dog has its day, and you apparently had yours with my dog, but he's reformed his ways, and he's looking at me. Look at me. Even you're looking at me. Look at me.
Right.
Okay, good. Head high.
I wish I had the confidence that you did, Wendy.
Listen, confidence is all about faking it until you actually have it.
Right.
So leave your insecurities where? Back there.
Thank you so much.
Good. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Hello?
Hi, Wendy. It's Debbie from Pfizer. I can't believe I got through.
Hi, Debbie.
It's been a long time.
It's nice to have you here.
How are you?
Doing well.
It's Deb from the Bodylicious cruise and also from Pfizer.
Oh, Debbie, we rode back in the jitney from the boat to the airport and everything.
How are you?
Deb, are you coming this year?
I'm sorry?
Are you
of course. You're kidding me? And I want to let everyone know, if you want to be there, it is the place to be. We had such a fantastic time.
Yeah.
Everyone got along. No violence. It was just wonderful.
What?
Yes.
No,
yes.
I was telling people that if they wanted to come by themselves, like, they couldn't find any friends to bring, come by yourself. And
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the girl who stayed in the cabin next to me, she was alone. And we just clicked. Everything was wonderful. What an experience.
And Jada Kiss is coming this year, and so is Mario Wayans.
Oh, okay. Great. I'm down.
Yep.
But, Wendy,
What?
I need to be at your release party.
Oh, Debbie, darling. How can I deny you?
Please, thank you.
Hold on for just one moment, Debbie.
Thank you. You know who I am.
Yes, I do. I remember we were in the little shuttle going to the airport also.
Yes, I said at the end, your husband.
Yeah.
You said next to me, and then your husband.
Yeah.
And also, I wanted to say, because I'm a frequent listener, I listen all the time. There was comments made earlier this week in reference to your husband, and the one thing that I want to say, my experience with you guys, he had your back, you had his back. There was a time when he needed something to eat, you took care of him. There was a time when you were a little tipsy, and me and my sister was there, and he escorted you, he had your back, he made you eat, and it's all good. So for those haters that don't know, now you know.
Thank you, Deb. Hold on a moment, and I'll see you next Wednesday at the party. Bye-bye. Hold on.
Thank you.
I think you'll find one of those sheets in the top drawer of my desk.
Okay.
Nicole researched the desk, so she probably knows better than me. Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Wendy?
How are you?
I'm doing well. And yourself?
She said, I didn't eat. Because I get like that. I'll be like, I don't want to eat. It's the pressures of Hollywood. I'm not eating nothing. And the liquor will hit me like this.
Hello?
Hi. I'm sorry, sir.
Good Lord. I need a little advice. Although I don't value most of the advice you give because you male bash, I do value the advice you give on what women want.
Okay.
All right. I'm 28.
Mm-hmm.
Make about 50 grand or so a year.
Okay.
My girlfriend makes almost double that.
Uh-huh.
Been together 3 years plus.
Okay.
And I want to ask her to marry me, but I don't know how much to pay for a ring. And what would be,
Well, they say 3 months' salary, but I find that to be a bit ridiculous these days. It's what you can afford, and it really is about the design. Like, for instance, I would start with white gold, because white gold makes all ice just bling even harder.
Okay.
I would keep in mind that the engagement ring is only one component. The other component is, of course, the wedding band.
Yeah.
I mean, how much do you have to spend realistically? Let's not talk about your salary. Let's talk about how much do you have to spend.
Well, I think between $5,000 if I'm paying cash, but I can spend $10 to $15 if I'm financing.
Let me tell you something. You're in a good place. But you're asking me, so I'll tell you. I want ice on my engagement ring, and I want ice on my wedding band. I'm just a gaudy type of chick like that. And what is a woman looking for in terms of the actual stone?
A carat?
A carat, at the very least.
Yeah, at the least.
I mean, you know what? The thing is, I feel bad about this because there's some people who don't get a carat, but the love is still there. But I'm listening to the money that you have to spend. You can afford a carat. And then get some nice frosting around the band, and then make sure that you hit the home run with the actual wedding band to just enhance the whole entire thing, and keep it in white gold because it makes everything just blinding.
Okay, keep it in white gold. You sure? No platinum?
Oh, okay. Go platinum. Platinum's going to be more expensive. Personally speaking, if I'm on a budget, I would rather have white gold and more ice. If I'm not on a budget, I'll take platinum and lots of ice.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And make sure you insure the piece. Put it on your
white gold insured, one component.
That's right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I mean, he made it sound like he didn't have any money. I mean, he's in a good position. Susie is just socializing around the radio station. Listen, there's a big party going on tomorrow night, everybody, at Club Speed. RealHipHop.com, the magazine, RealHipHopMagazine.com. First of all, the website is celebrating, RealHipHop.com is celebrating their 5th year, and they're about to launch their magazine. They're doing a model search and everything. You want to be at Club Speed tomorrow? I'll be there. You want to be at Club Speed tomorrow night, and ladies, look extra special because if you're looking to be a model, they're going to be looking for you. It's Club Speed tomorrow night. Shout out to everybody at RealHipHop.com. And before that, because that's usual party time, you know, cool people don't get there until 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, like the RealHipHop.com. But before that, I'm having a little listening, very informal at Negril. Do you know where that is? It's in the village, Negril Village on 70 West 3rd Street. I'm having a little informal listening party from 6 to 9 p.m. Obviously, I won't get there until about 10 minutes after 7, but, you know, just to, you know, check out I'm nervous. So I just, you know, I want you to, you know, come and listen and tell me what you think at Negril tomorrow night. That's the one in the West Village because I think there are a few Negrils around town. 70 West 3rd Street, that one is. So, David Chasen, the creator of The Sopranos, has left the door open for a 7th season. Now, at first, we were all thinking that this upcoming season, which is actually not going to be on until when? Sometime in 2006? I originally thought 2005. We haven't seen The Sopranos since 2003, I believe. Anyway, they're actually leaving the door open for a 7th season. Uh-oh, the phone's ringing. That could be germane to the conversation. Yeah, you want to pick that up. Oh, you want to know what? Hold on, let me clear my throat. Excuse me. About the show that Dame is doing. Where's my paper? Yeah, the Ultimate Hustler show, because one of our girls is in it. Okay, this is our girl, Jen. She's from Staten Island. Her group is called the Thoroughbreds. And she's got an MOP song that she was supposed to have done today for us to, you know, play a little taste so her team wins. But that didn't come to fruition, so maybe tomorrow. In the meantime, I do know that MOP is going to be at Joe's Pub tomorrow night, performing at the Ultimate Hustler Showcase. So there's a lot going on. You know where Joe's is on Lafayette Street. Dear Wendy, my name is Felicia, and I need a little advice. I'm 43 years old, and I have 3 children, 21, 17, and a daughter who's 12. The 2 sons are 21 and 17. Then the daughter is 12. I'm married to their father, but we've been separated, and the problem is not with him. Wendy, the problem is that my 17-year-old daughter was 14 when she got pregnant, and I made her get an abortion. And although she was upset, she went along with it and thanked me because she said that the baby would have ruined her life. After she had the abortion, I made her take birth control pills every day with me watching her take them, so I knew she's gangsta. I knew that she was taking the pills. I did this for 2.5 years, and I just recently stopped. Yesterday, my daughter told me that she's pregnant again. She doesn't know what she should do. About 2.5 weeks, because she's a senior in high school and is about to graduate in about 2.5 weeks. Part of me wants her to keep the baby and suffer the consequences of her action, and the other part of me wants her to have another abortion so she can have a normal life without a baby. My question to you is, should I leave the decision up to her, or should I step in and make the decision for her like I did before? Oh my gosh, not 2 abortions. The more abortions you get, the more they scrape at your innards, ladies, and the more... that presents difficulties when she's finally 27 and in love and married and wants to have a baby, and then she can't because her inside walls are all scraped up. And I know that you can say, oh, well, I'm not going to take her to a clinic. I'm going to take her to the most fabulous doctor in Greenwich, Connecticut, and get this done. You don't know what is all going on up in there. You don't know until it's time for you to have a baby, and then perhaps there are difficulties, and the doctor says, you know what? You only have one fallopian tube. What happened to the other one? Or something like that. I'm not a doctor. I'm just talking. Second abortion. Jeez Louise. I would have her have the baby and suffer. I mean, if you call it suffering, in the first few years, it would be suffering. But everybody else is out dropping it like it's hot, having fun, driving around. And she will be inside babysitting. And you, depending on what you want to do as far as helping, you said she's a senior and she was graduating in 2.5 weeks. The germane part that you left out, at least in my mind, is, does she already have her acceptance letters and she already picked out where she wants to go? They're already expecting her to arrive on like August 25th? Because, see, that would be a big deal to me. But since you didn't mention college, and at this particular point, I would think that college would be a very important part of this. Since you didn't mention college, I'm assuming that she's not going to college. So let her stay home and make babies. I mean, stay in the area, in other words. She's not going off to a campus. Let her stay in the area, get her a little apartment, work her job at Burger King or wherever, somebody with a high school diploma and a baby. Because, you see, it's not so much the high school diploma part, it's that she doesn't have time for any bettering in the coursework unless mom is going to step in. It wouldn't be me. I warned you. I told you. Although maybe she was taking her birth control pills. They're only 99.9%. And I say only because somebody's got to be in that 1%, right? And it was her. Maybe. Or maybe she was just slick and she loved him. Because you know what? Even when the pill fails, the condom is right there. Which is why I always say to girls, use double protection. Him with the condom and you with a sponge, a pill, a Depo, whatever. Vinegar. And a turkey baste, That's one of them down south concoctions. I wouldn't encourage her to get an abortion. I wouldn't. And I'm pro-choice. But this is her second time. Too many people these days are having problems having babies. A decision that you make today, she will regret when it's really baby-making time. Because she might be all torn up inside. I know very few people who just, do the in and out and then they have a baby. And I'm not talking about, just my friends. I'm talking about acquaintances. I'm talking about, I'll run into somebody and say, look, I heard, about you and, how's your son doing? My daughter is now 6, but my husband and I tried, we get 3 in vitros and this and that. And I'm like, oh, my God. I am finding... I know more people who've had problems than have not had problems and just been able to in and out, splash off, and boom, we're pregnant. And I'm not talking about crows. I'm talking about, girls between 27 and 37. Mm-hmm. When you would think you'd be able to just splash and dash. And, be pregnant like that. So I wouldn't encourage her to have an abortion. Mm-mm. Did you hear about that? That woman whose ashes were replaced with potato chips?
Stop.
That's Wait, what happened? That's okay. You were so busy talking buttons. Did you hear about the woman whose ashes that were replaced with potato chips? Listen, you all, we're going to take a break, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to revisit this story. Not revisit. I mean, some of you might have heard about it. A lot of you might not have. Plus, I wanted to talk with you about Sharice Strawberry. I wanted to address the facts from a very, very uptight woman who is all about Angelina Jolie and is breaking off Jennifer Aniston. Something awful in her facts. You know, maybe if Susie Rado, I don't know whether she wants to come back in or not. I mean, she spent her $1,900 for this visit. So if she's back there collecting, I mean, she can do whatever she wants to do. Don't drag her back in here. She can do whatever she wants to do. If she wants to tour the radio station, you know what I mean? She won her visit to the show in an auction, and like one of the auction prizes was courtside seats at the Knicks game with Spike Lee. Another auction prize was, I think, like dinner for two with Sean Penn. And I mean, they had some really good auction prizes. I was shocked that a Wendy Williams bobblehead doll and a seat on the bonus hour would auction for so high. But it was like the second to highest thing in the auction. The highest thing got auctioned for like $2,300.
Do you want Susie to come back in?
Only if she... No, don't pressure her. Oh, well, then by all means, tell her she'll come back in just in time for the potato chip ash story. All right, so right after the break, bring her back in. You know, have her walk down the runway like a guest so we can clap and usher her in. Okay. All right, everybody, keep it here. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Susie Rado is the Jackie Robinson auction winner, and so she's going to be accompanying me as we finish out the bonus hour and prepare for Vaughn Harper and the Quiet Storm right here on 107.5 WBLS.
We briefly interrupt to make this special announcement. 107.5 WBLS, the station with the $100,000 cash guarantee, shares the good news.
What?
We told you we were going to do it, and we did. We've officially given away $100,000 cash. $100,000 cash. Now, the better news is, during our spring cleaning, we found quite a few more G's lying around. And before the people in our accounting department try to spend it on something else, we want to pass the cash on to you. When it seems other stations have run out of money, the $1,000 winning guarantee continues on WBLS each weekday morning at 7:20, then again at 12:20 and 5:20 p.m. Keep listening and keep winning to the station that's already shared the $100,000 we promised, and now guaranteeing thousands more. 107.5, still going, WBLS.
Hi, everybody. It's the Biz Monkey. You're checking out the bonus hour of Wicked Wendy Williams.
All right. Open the door for Susie. Shout out to Big Rosie. Thank you very much, Big Rosie, for faxing in. And don't forget tonight, the place to be is the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory in Times Square. The doors open up at 8 o'clock. The comedy starts at 9 o'clock. I should be there a little bit after 8 tonight. So, you have fans already? There's a woman named Carlene Reed who is still at work, and she says, Wendy, I'm loving it. She's so cute, talking about you. I'm so pleasantly surprised. Wow. I can't get over she has 5 kids, an attorney, married husband, in an office, loving the experience. This is hilarious. Great guest. You need to do another celebrity auction like this. It turned out pretty well. I was nervous as to who was going to be coming in, but this is a good luck. I'm still at work, hating it, but loving Susie. It's from Carlene in Woodbridge.
Thank you.
So, and the Jackie Robinson auction, everybody, actually, they do great work with educational programs and youth programs and the arts. So you contributed to that, and as a part of your and your prize was you bid on the experience and a bobblehead. Where's the bobblehead?
Oh, I didn't get the bobblehead. I don't think you promised that, actually.
Oh no, we'll give that to you.
You said the show and
a prize pack.
No, and just go to the comedy experience. I mean, I'll take the bobblehead.
Yeah, no, I'll give you a bobblehead.
Thank you.
You know. So you know about the breakup of Destiny's Child?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I'm going to address this fax. This is from, I can't read your name, but you're in Newark. First of all, she's reminding me that Destiny's Child was on MTV last night, and Kelly got all choked up about their retirement. And she says that makes me feel even more so that the breakup was Beyonce's idea. you don't know the half. Now, I've been trying to tell you something without saying anything. You don't know the half. I told you she looked like Farrah Fawcett. You have a look. I was trying to get a description of you to describe you to the listeners.
Yes.
You look like Heather Locklear, Farrah Fawcett, like all of those things in one.
I said Joan Van Ark, but I said...
Joan Van Ark.
I know.
You're not that old, though. You do look like Joan Van Ark.
A lot of people, not a lot of people, but people have said that.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
but,
it.
Yeah.
You have a very clean, non-made up, very, like it looks like good living. You've got a good living swagger, right?
Good genetics.
Yeah. Microdermabrasion, a little Botox.
A little.
I just got redone yesterday. Shout out to Dr. Well, it hasn't settled in quite yet, but shout out to Dr. Janine Downey. She's my dermatologist in Montclair.
Yes, I know.
Oh, you will listen to the show. You want to see my earlobes?
Yeah.
I got them fixed last week,
I know.
Dr. Jones, he closed up my earlobes, and then I get re-pierced in about 20 days. And then I can't...
They look very healed.
He said I heal well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was digging around for the stitches. He said, his wife is Kathleen Trigg from the UPN 9 News.
I know that. The other unusual thing that we don't have a television.
Oh my God.
But I know who she is. I know who she is. But,
so radio is it for you at your house?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
That's why you switch the dial around and
that's more like a function of the car, of being in the car a lot.
What do you have, like a Range Rover or something like that?
I have an Escalade.
Okay. Yeah. It's not sitting on dubs and all that. It's just regular suburban Escalade.
No, it has, you have to ask my husband, but it does have some kind of special chrome rims that I don't. He said I don't appreciate enough.
Oh, I see, Susie. I see, Mr. Rosado. What's going on back there? Let's talk about the potato chips that were found in place of a woman's ashes. This is so disrespectful. Do you want to be cremated or do you want to be buried?
I want to be sort of propped up in the backyard in case I'm not dead yet. I'm definitely not don't unplug me, don't... Yeah.
You want to live until...
I just want them to be so sure. I do not want to be cremated because I'm positive that all the time they just throw all the bodies together and all the ashes are mixed up and nobody knows where it's coming from.
Exactly.
No idea.
Well, let me hit this just in. Houston, Texas. 2 daughters have sued a synagogue after they found potato chips in place of their mother's remains behind the locked glass door of her niche in a mausoleum. When the women visited their mother, Vivian Schulman Lieberman's niche in Houston at the mausoleum a year ago, they found the cedar chest containing her ashes missing and a can of sour cream and onion potato chips in its place. The ashes were still missing. We have been devastated, says, one of the Lieberman girls. We hope we will be able to find her remains before we die to give us some closure of sorts. Is that like double death?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to find those.
No.
Or they won't be able to identify them.
They can mix what's there, certainly, with something for Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Chips. All right, let's talk about Darryl Strawberry. Do you live near any particularly famous people that we can talk about who you feel are not listening to the experience? I don't want you to violate the Greenwich Code of Honor.
I don't live near a lot of them. There's a number of people at my children's school.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I mean...
Okay, who are the kids?
Well, Stephanie Seymour's children.
Okay.
The Victoria's Secret
You
model.
know how she got on. Legend has it she and John Casablanca.
Yes.
Stephanie was 15 and he was just pounding her out.
I know. I have passed that information along.
Okay, so we are alike. You gossip, I gossip, we gossip.
Yeah.
Who else goes to the school?
Gosh, my husband would be so much better at this. There's a...
I'm nervous to bring him in because he's the breadwinner of the house, and you must stay in Greenwich.
Yeah, no, he'll like it. I can't think of
bring
anybody else.
Mr. Rosado in here just to cap her off.
He'd be much better. I have no idea.
Okay,
sounds cliche, but I'm really
How does
oblivious
Stephanie
to
look
that.
when she drops the kids off?
Oh, good.
Yeah, well preserved.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little pulled. And well, she's still modeling.
Yeah. No, she looks good. Her children are very, very sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
what's the tuition there at that school that you send your kids to?
Oh God,
I'm going through this right now.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean,
25,000
about
at
the end.
Yeah,
you know, it's a range.
Oh my gosh, look at you! You are very. I just got off my yacht, Winston. I love your look. Now, what do I call you? Wait, pull around the microphone for Mr. Rosado. All right. Well, actually, you can share your wife's mic.
Share mine because I said I don't know.
Hi, Wendy.
Wendy, Ernie Rosado.
Nice to meet you, Ernie.
Nice to meet you.
What a handsome couple you all are.
Thank you.
Your eyes are like limpid pools.
Yeah. His eyes are beautiful.
They're mine. They're not.
And your hair is beautiful and thick.
Thank you.
Who does he look like? Who's famous?
Kurt Russell.
That's good. Kurt Russell. A little Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, I don't know him that well.
Yeah. Greatest American Hero. He's dating
Rebecca Romaine.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos. Go, Susie. So who all lives up there in Greenwich that we can talk about?
At our school, who's a famous?
They're athletes.
Okay, come on. We don't watch sports, but
I can't remember.
Okay, you'd want to keep the kids in school.
No. We're like
I have to go back.
Mental block.
Listen, I just want to thank you all for bringing the brown juice.
I couldn't decide.
And the book is absolutely perfect.
It's funny. It's really funny.
That's a famous Greenwich person.
Is it?
Yeah, Lisa Wasaki.
She's from Greenwich.
Lisa Wasaki, okay.
Yeah.
But she,
Now, the Hennessy, do you drink this at your house?
No.
You've listened to the show and heard that I enjoy a belt of brown juice.
Yeah. And I heard you mention Hennessy.
Yes.
No, I don't. I drink tequila.
Yeah, all right, my kind of girl. We're getting hammered tonight. You guys, it's my pleasure that you're going to be at the Comedy Experience tonight. I don't know what you're going to be doing for the next hour, but certainly there are restaurants within walking distance if you would like to nosh on a little something and get a prelude to the comedy. And then, it's 8th Avenue at 42nd Street. The girls in the office gave you all the information.
Yes.
And then we'll see each other again next Wednesday.
That's right.
For the Pink Carpet Affair. It's going to be at Access Hollywood and whatnot. And it's a little to do. It'll be fun.
Gets me out of the ballet.
What can we say? Thank you so much, Susie.
Thank you very
I'll
much.
see you in about an hour.
8 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be there at 8:15.
Okay.
All right, let me see you guys walk out. I love to see my walkaways.
Oh my God, you're so nervous.
They are a perfectly dashing couple. Yeah. Ernie was a bit nervous, but that's because we spilled the beans on his new figure. I'm embarrassed for him. I'm sorry, Ern. What a handsome couple. They are so Susie. Yes. He has on spats. He has on what do you call those shoes? Spectators. Thank you, Ernie. He's wearing, that was my Al Jolson popping out, sorry. He's wearing Spectators and white linen slacks and a navy blue suit. He had a perfectly Susie husband type of, what do you call this in the handkerchief in his pocket. I'm sorry, I forgot. They are a smart looking couple. I'm proud to have them as part of the listening audience. I didn't want to ask him what he does because we were having enough fun. I just want them to be socially acceptable in their circles and this circle and all circles. And sometimes when you get here and you become a part of the gas that goes on in this room, you start to say too much. Next thing you know, your neighbors want to kick you out. Your job is mad and all like that. It's not important. Whatever he does, he's well paid. They look like a very put-together couple. They got 5 kids holding them down in expensive schools, and they listen to the experience, and that's what counts. I love you all for listening today. Once again, Donell Rollins, thank you so much for coming in, and I'll see you at the Laugh Factory, too. You all, God willing, we'll all be back together again tomorrow. Take care. Vaughn's X with Quiet Storm. Bye-bye.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS Music